If your sales reps are not performing, your first move for them shouldn't be coaching. The very first move that I believe every sales team should make is checking the inputs that each sales rep is working with. Because stale contacts, duplicates, and missing fields inside of CRMs, they don't just slow down sales reps, they make even the best reps possible look completely average. So in this video, I'm going to show you both a simple way to tell if your problem is a rep problem or a system problem, and then I'm going to show you the safest way possible to measure your CRM data in sandbox mode so nothing touches your live CRM data. And yeah, just to be clear, sometimes it is a rep problem. Coaching is the solution, but a lot of teams don't actually check to see if it's a system problem. And they're spending months coaching people with friction in their CRM that actually should not even exist. We've seen in the B2B industry that about 1/3 of B2B companies' CRMs are filled with stale contacts, duplicates, missing fields. And what this means for your reps is that they're spending 1/3 of their day on data that actually isn't even accurate. And if you don't believe me, go check your CRM right now, pull out 100 leads, push them and see how many have inaccurate emails, how many don't even have emails, how many phone numbers don't actually work, how many job titles are missing, how many people actually went to a different company in the last 3 months. You'll see that about 1/3 of data is inaccurate or just not up to date. So this means that reps aren't spending their day selling, they're spending a lot of their day compensating for these broken systems. They're having to manually verify emails before they send cold email. They're having to double check job titles because they don't trust your CRM. They're having to manually hunt for LinkedIn URLs, and they're trying to figure out which of the 3 duplicate records inside of your CRM, which one is actually real. That's not sales, in my opinion. That is data cleanup. That is disguised as selling. So typically when we run decay scans across anonymized sales databases in the B2B space, we see a repeatable pattern. And it's not even data providers' faults, because a lot of the times it's not one bad list. It's a measurable productivity tax for your reps. And that tax usually comes from a couple different things. The first is stale contact data. So your wrong emails, your disconnected phone numbers, your outdated roles. The second is missing fields inside of your CRM. Reps cannot personalize emails or outreach when there's missing important field. And this also breaks your routing and the outreach quality drops. And then number 3 is duplicates inside of your CRM. So activity is getting split, attribution is confusing, warm leads look cold, right? There's no source of truth, and somebody's always staring at the wrong record in your CRM. And even the best of reps cannot beat these non-functioning systems. And here's the part that sales leadership usually misses. Your best reps that not only hit quota, but go above and beyond, they work around your CRM, right? They're 100% keeping side spreadsheets. They're manually verifying contacts themselves. They're doing this data hygiene work because they don't trust the system. So you're paying your highest leverage people to do the work that should be automated by a software. So we're all wondering, how do we tell if it's a rep problem or a systems problem? And the best way to find that out is, again, if you've been doing this in the past and you've seen that coaching improves output quality, then it absolutely might be on the rep level. But if you're seeing that even great and good reps are struggling, their activity is very high this quarter, this year, but the results are lower and diminishing, and you're seeing a pattern. Everybody complains that their CRM data is inaccurate or unreliable. That's a system operating at a partial failure. That's exactly why we built a free data decay scanner. This decay scanner is going to run in a sandbox preview. It takes about 10 minutes and nothing actually touches your live CRM. All it's going to do is scan your full database, and it's going to give you a decay score with a full breakdown. It's going to cover, hey, you had this many stale contacts, this many duplicates, this many missing fields, this many emails that are missing, this many emails that were actually inaccurate. It's going to give you full visibility on every single puzzle piece when it comes to your contact data. And it's also going to show you a before and after preview so that you could see the impact before anything actually changes. And running a scanner like this doesn't really force you into doing anything. Sometimes it comes back and you're mostly fine. Your CRM data isn't actually a bottleneck. But on the other hand, sometimes it does come back and you're seeing that, wow, I didn't know that my contact data was this outdated. I definitely need to solve this biggest constraint for my sales team right now. But either way, the main point is that you stop guessing what your biggest constraint is for your sales team. So if your sales performance feels stuck, I would recommend starting with a decay scanner like this, right? Sandbox preview takes about 10 minutes and nothing is going to change inside of your CRM unless you do approve it. That way you will ultimately know if you do have a rep problem or a systems problem, and then you could find the best solution for actually solving either problem. Thanks so much for watching. Click the decay scanner below in the description, and I recommend watching this video next.